Hello everyone, I just wanted to go through the syllabus here real quickly to make sure everybody knows what's going to be required of them this semester. So I have this orientation material posted on my accounting lab, so I'd like you to read this and go through it carefully. This will answer most of your questions about the course, I think. I tried to put the most common questions in here. My 7 tasks, most of these, if you've gotten to this point that you're watching this video, you will have already done this about registering for my accounting lab, so we'll skip over that part because I think you're there. Frequently asked questions, do I have to come to campus? And the answer is yes, you will have to come to campus for the midterm and the final. Those will both be taken in person at the Academic Testing Center. They will each be available for at least a week, so you can come anytime during that week that fits your schedule. And the testing center is open 7 days a week, so you should be able to find some time in there. Are there deadlines? Yes, there are deadlines, and I'm not accepting late assignments or quizzes, so make sure you give yourself plenty of time. What if I miss a deadline? Well, my best advice to you is don't miss a deadline, so don't wait until the last minute. If you wait until Sunday night to start, everything's due on Sundays. If you wait till Sunday night to start and something goes wrong, you haven't given yourself any time. So just because it's due Sunday, don't wait till Sunday to start it, and that way you have a chance there. Everything is asynchronous, and there's no group assignments in here, so can you work at your own pace? Pretty much. Everything is posted in advance, so you can work ahead. But working at your pace doesn't mean you can just miss the due date. So as long as you do it by the due date, you can work ahead. You just can't work behind. Is this going to take more or less time than a regular course? An online course often takes more of your time than an in-person. If it's an in-person class, a lot of times people will read it, and if they don't get it, then I'll just wait and she'll explain it in class. And you don't really have that option. You might have to go through it, a couple times till you get it. There are plenty of tools to help you in here, but it takes time to use those tools. So if you're taking it because you think it's going to be easier online, and I don't know if anybody would think accounting would be easier online, but if that's the case, you're probably going to be disappointed. However, there is a lot of flexibility. If you want to do all your work during the week so you have your weekends free, you can do that. If you want to do all your work during the weekends because you work so much during the week, you can do that too. I said here you can expect to spend 6 hours. I think that actually should be like 9 hours. That would be if you were in class, you'd have to spend another 6 hours outside of class. Oops. If you're going to be traveling, that's okay. You can do these before you go. So everything is posted in advance, and if you need to take a test early, you can just let me know. We can set that up. The best way to contact me is email. You can leave a message, and you're always welcome to stop by my office. My office hours are posted on the syllabus. Tips for doing well. Take responsibility. You have to be self-motivated and self-disciplined in order for this to work. And I'm guessing for many of you this is not your first online class, so you know that. There are a lot of tools available in here, but it's up to you to use them. So I can put these tools out there. I can put a variety of things. It doesn't mean you have to use all of them, but try a bunch of different things and see what works for you. Don't procrastinate. That, to me, is the biggest piece of advice for an online class. Have a backup plan in case of technical problems. Obviously, you need a computer for this class. There are computers on campus. The Learning Support Center is open every day, even they're open 7 days a week. So you can always go there to work on things. Again, if you wait till Sunday night at 11 o'clock to get started and your computer crashes, you're going to be out of luck. So have a plan B. Practice what you're learning. And the only way to learn accounting is to do these problems, and that's why I have lots of places here for you to do it. You can't learn it by watching somebody else do it. So the more you do, the more it's going to sink in and the better you're going to do on the quizzes. Sometimes that means doing things more than just the homework. The homework is the minimum that's required, but I have lots of other places here for you to practice, and most of you are going to have to do that. For most of you, if you just do the bare minimum, just do the homework, you're not going to do that well on the quizzes. Check the announcements regularly and ask for help if you're having trouble. If you're having trouble with, we're not using Moodle for this class, with Accounting Lab, they have an online support, and you can always contact me for help too. Here's the registration instructions, which you should have already gotten to this point here if you're watching this video. I usually use Moodle as well, and I send this out that way and go over it, but I was trying not to create two courses so you had to go to Moodle for some stuff and my Accounting Lab for other stuff. So I'm trying to condense it all into one course here. I do want to keep in mind that you get a 14-day temporary access. So if you don't have your book right away or your access code, actually if you just took 101 you should be good, because your access code should be good for 12 months, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. But if you didn't just take 101 last semester and you have to, you can use it for 14 days for free before you have to provide payment or an access code. But for the rest of you, your code should be good. You should just have to enroll and you'll be all set then and not have to do anything else or provide any other payment. So what I want to do here is go through the syllabus so you know exactly what you need to do. Here is my contact information right here, my office hour, my phone, my email. My office is in the LRC, not the LSC, the LRC. Everyone's going to need a textbook, but it's fine with me if you want to use the ebook. So you can purchase just access to my Accounting Lab, and that comes with an ebook, and that's fine with me if you want to just rely on that. Learning outcomes, what we're going to talk about this semester. Just as a very brief overview, Accounting 1 is largely about how we keep track, how we collect the accounting information. Accounting 2 is largely about how we use that information to make decisions. So it kind of takes a different slant there, and we'll pick up with Chapter 12 of the same book that you used for 101. Let's see. When I say lecture, that's going to be a little bit different online. We're going to use a couple different tools to try to supplement that. Lots of examples and exercises and problem solving. That's the way to learn accounting, is to actually do the exercises and practice this type of thing. Your grade, you'll have a homework assignment for every chapter, and I will drop the lowest homework assignment. So if you miss one, that's the grade that gets dropped. You'll have 6 quizzes and 1 or 2 chapters per quiz. And again, I will drop the lowest quiz grade. So if you miss one or something goes wrong on one, that's the one that gets dropped. You will then have a midterm and a final that you will come on campus for. So homework, and actually all of this then is done in my Accounting Lab. The homework and quizzes you'll do at home, and the midterm and the final you'll come in to take, but this will all be completed through my Accounting Lab, which means you'll get your grade right away. Those will be graded. Those should be graded pretty much automatically. The exams, everything you do at home is obviously open book and open notes. The exams will not be open book, but you can bring 1 page of notes, so a 1-page cheat sheet with you. I recommend you try to prepare for that by taking your quizzes with just some notes rather than relying on the book too much. It's there if you need it, but kind of make yourself like a 1-page cheat sheet for each chapter. That's a really, really good way to prepare. And that if that's what you do, and then use those quizzes to study for the exams, you should be in good shape. Here's how you can kind of expect to spend your time. Homework, readings, quizzes, and exams. This is the minimum, I should say. This is the minimum amount of time you can expect. Many of you will have to spend more. So just to let you know there. And here's the topical outline of things that we will be covering. Since I am dropping the lowest grade for homework and quizzes, I'm not extending any due dates on those. So don't ask. And let's see, the last thing I want to show you here is the course schedule. And these are all posted in my Accounting Lab for you. Everything is due on a Sunday. Well, that's kind of hard to see, but everything is due on a Sunday here. I have all Sunday due dates to keep it straight. Sometimes you'll have, but see, you have 2 things due this week right here, but really you'll be working on that Chapter 12 homework all the way through there. I just didn't want to make it due here and then have no quiz here. So So again, just because these are both due on the 7th, certainly don't wait until the 7th. You should have been working on Chapter 12 for a while. And the same thing here. So we have it kind of spaced out that way. Most quizzes are on 2 chapters, except for the first one and Chapter 21 there. So here's your dates for your 6 quizzes. The midterm will be available for at least a week and is due on the 19th. The final will be available for at least a week and is due on December 14th. So that's what your schedule looks like, and since we're an online class, we don't have to worry about snow days or anything, so we should be able to keep on schedule pretty well. And we go about a chapter a week is kind of how we're doing it here. It's 2 chapters we're spending a little bit more time on to get ourselves up to speed, and that should be it. Please let me know if you have any questions at all.